Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for June 14th, 2025. In a new interview with several Epic Universe team members, the park is reportedly still looking into having a full nighttime show featuring fireworks. One notable aspect missing from the park is the presence of a large-scale nighttime spectacular akin to Cinesational, a symphonic spectacular, or other projection shows or things of that sort at Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure. But at the moment, Epic Universe concludes each day with a fountain show that has the large jets in the Cosmos fountain spraying water alongside a soundtrack representing each portal in the park. The nighttime show is simply called the Epic Universe Nighttime Spectacular or the Cosmos Fountain Show, since it isn't marketed with a specific name as a regular spectacular. The show is accented with special lighting throughout all of Celestial Park that changes colors and pulses alongside with fountains in time with the music. However, the show does not include any pyrotechnics, aka any fireworks. The lack of fireworks at Epic Universe came as a bit of a surprise to some on opening day because the presence of fireworks over the top of the Universal Helios Grand Hotel has been heavily teased in official concept art for the park. And concept art is a promise, right, kids? Anyway, fireworks had also been spotted testing over Epic Universe several times during the construction period, leading many to believe the park would open with its own nighttime show. Despite this, the only major fireworks were launched during a special grand opening version of the nighttime fountain show that was performed only once during the Epic Universe Blue Carpet event night prior to May 22nd. In a new article by Orlando Weekly, Universal team members Anitra Pritchard and Patrick Braillard were interviewed on some of the entertainment offerings in Epic Universe. While a large portion of the article is related to their personal stories of working at Universal Orlando, they were also asked the status of the fountain shows in Celestial Park. In her answer, Pritchard mentions how the fountains have several smaller performances throughout the day, with one at the end of the night being the largest. In her conclusion, she mentions the lack of fireworks, but at night they've gathered the fountain shows from all the worlds, so you're going to see a bigger show for our closing fountain show. We're still looking into fireworks, we're still working on it. This quote implies that a type of nighttime fireworks show or spectacular for Epic Universe is still on the table, but may not be debuting anytime soon. In the meantime, guests can still enjoy the Cosmos fountains without fireworks every night. If you haven't seen the full show, we actually filmed 3 angles in our video. So we have from up on top of the Helios, looking across all of Celestial Park. We filmed at the Kronos, and we also filmed at the Cosmos fountain. I don't know that anyone else has done this. So I will say this, I love the nighttime fountain show. I think it's great with all of Celestial Park lighting up. There's so much to notice too. There's moments where energy seems to pour from the Kronos and it goes across. And you would never know it's standing in the park for the most part, but up on Helios you would notice these story elements, if you will, in the show. I think it's really great. That Super Mario segment is killer. And then I love the end, the mix of like the Universal Studios theme with, I don't know, this rearrangement that feels very Celestial Park. It gives the park its own identity, but still ties it back to Universal Pictures. And I like it a lot. With fireworks, I think this is a great show. I don't think there needs to be a different show. I think they just need to add pyro to this show, but this is common. You just built an $8 billion theme park and resort complex. And suddenly, everyone's like, oh, we should probably, cut some costs here and there. And one of those things was fireworks, because we know it was planned. It was supposed to have fireworks, and it just doesn't. So they're looking into it. I think by looking into it, we mean waiting for the budget to be available. And I don't know when that's going to happen. The park is brand new. People are excited about everything in it. Does it need to have the biggest show-stopping nighttime spectacular ever right now? No, it doesn't. So I like the focus is on people enjoying their day and seeing as much as they can. And I don't know how many people really want to sit for an hour at the end of the day and wait for a nighttime show when it's a whole park full of, 13 things they've never seen before, which all have very long wait times, and it takes all day to do them all. It's maybe not on the top of mind for people. I like this show. I think it's good as is for now. Once they add pyro to it, I mean, I love it. I will not go a day to Epic and not watch this fountain show. And I'm going to keep picking different spots. I want to really enjoy it from everywhere, man. I mean, the lights interact inside Atlantic Restaurant, for Pete's sake. I mean, pretty much everywhere will be a different experience with this show. A lot of time and effort and energy went into the programming. So To call it just a fountain show would be rude. It's not a full nighttime spectacular either. It's somewhere in between. Somewhere in between like the Hogwarts projection show and World of Color. It's like in the middle of the two. It's not quite World of Color. It feels slightly more robust than those projection shows. It falls somewhere in between for me. And I don't think it's a bad thing. But we'll wait and see. Of course, this isn't the only thing that people are waiting on. Of course, we talked last week about the flying dragons in Burke, that's not a thing yet either, and that was promised. So we'll see what happens with fireworks and dragons and all the things still missing from Epic Universe. Universal Orlando Resort has shared via signage that an as yet unused building in Celestial Park at Epic Universe will be a restaurant set to open next year. The building is located between the main entrance of Epic Universe and How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Burke. And if you look in the reflection in the doors, you'll see Super Nintendo World, which is across Celestial Park from this venue. We knew during the park's construction that this would be a restaurant or two restaurants, but Universal made no announcements about it before or after the park's opening in May. Now the front doors feature decals reading, "Travelers, pardon our stardust as we ignite a galaxy of flavors and culinary delights." There are no indications of what kind of food the restaurant will serve, but it's expected to be a quick service. Exterior construction is complete and the patio is open to guests seeking a shady spot to sit. Celestial Park's existing restaurants include the Table Service Atlantic and the Blue Dragon Pan Asian Restaurant. And for quick service, they have Comet Dogs, Pizza Moon, the Star Sue, Bao, Frosty Moon, and Moonship Chocolates and Celestial Sweets. Many of those are reviewed already on this channel. Go watch them. Here's the interesting wrinkle in all of this. Number one, there's very clearly a bar out on the left side. And number two, there are two carts that have resided here. And you'd see them. If you've been to the park, you've seen them. The carts operated opening day. They operated some days since then and not all. And they are very clearly testing things at these carts. One was just a full bar cart. It was less exciting. And the other cart, I believe, was like spritzes, specifically spritzes, different kinds of Aperol or other spritz beverages. So they're trying things for the bar already. What will happen inside this restaurant, I do not know. But I think this is pretty smart. I think I said this in one of the vlogs or somewhere I said this. But I think it's good to open with the slate you have and let the first guests in and use that to dictate what's missing from the menu. Pardon my pun. What does the park not have that people want food-wise? We opened a pizza restaurant. The Astro Pub serves hamburgers and things of that sort. We have a bao place. We have a hot dog place. We have, and see what is missing. What guests will tell you what they're looking for. Undoubtedly, a guest will say, "Oh, I thought, do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have this?" So I assume they're figuring out what's missing and taking guest feedback and figuring out what type of cuisine people are craving that's not there already. Or maybe it's more of something that is already there. Maybe they need another hamburger place. I will say, Astropub never seems super crazy busy, except for right at lunchtime, like that 12 o'clock lunch rush. But otherwise, it's pretty calm in there. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to, let me know in the comments what you think. What do you think is missing? Because I don't know. I will tell you, we haven't finished the honest reviews of Epic Universe yet, but I will tell you, it is the best Universal food park, and it is one of the best food parks in the world. I think it's the most impressive aspect of the entire project is how good the food and beverage turned out. There are so many things. I'm taking my parents for the first time this week, and other than Monsters Unchained, all I could think about is, man, I really want to eat this place and this place and this place and this place, and it can't be done in a single day. So I have to really sit and think about what would they enjoy and where do we really want to go back to for those who have been before. Pizza Moon's very high on that list. Very high on that list. But yeah, I'm excited to go eat at this park again. Universal has announced a Friday the 13th haunted house on Friday the 13th, dubbed Jason Universe. It'll be at Halloween Horror Nights 2025 at both Universal Studios Florida and Universal Studios Hollywood. Here is the official description of the house. The iconic horror villain Jason Voorhees is coming for you. Step into his terrifying world from his sinister shack in the woods to the summer camp where it all began. By the time you see Jason, it's too late. You're doomed. you're all doomed. Following that announcement for Halloween Horror Nights 34 here in Orlando, new merchandise is also available at the resort. It can be found at the Five and Dime in Universal Studios Florida, marked by the A-frame sign outside featuring Jason Voorhees. Last week's display for Fallout has since been replaced with these items. There's a Jason Voorhees acrylic standee for $8. Now, it's important to note with this, there's a sticker on the back of this, and this fits into the frame they released last week. So the ghoul from Fallout was sold. These stick into that frame and create like a whole little vignette. The frame retails for $25. Then every week you'll have to spend $8 on one of these little standee pieces. There's also a t-shirt for $33 and a mug for $20. Crews have begun to prepare for Halloween Horror Nights 34 at Universal Studios Florida, with the first signs of construction at the Fear Factor stage. Fear Factor Live, of course, never reopened after the COVID-19 pandemic, and the stage is now exclusively used for Halloween Horror Night shows. For the last several years, the Halloween stage show has been a variation of Nightmare Fuel, with last year being Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus. From outside the theater, we can see the new black curtains hanging over the performance space, and near one of the theater's exterior stairs, crews had staged pipes for set supports. We could hear active work inside as well. Similar Halloween Horror Nights prep began around the same time last year. Universal has not announced what the show will be. We assume it will be some version of Nightmare Fuel, but Universal's Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Florida will have its earliest start date ever of August 29th this year. It runs on select nights through November 2nd. Tickets are on sale now for the event. It's also on sale now for Hollywood. Megan has returned to Universal Orlando, making limited time appearances to promote the sequel film, Megan 2.0. To promote the sequel, which hits theaters on June 27th, the iconic android has returned for a limited time. She appears as a Horde for a quick dance performance and then meets in groups of 3 afterwards. Megan will make random appearances from June 10th through the 30th. No specific times are listed on the app, or online, I should say, but the Universal has stated on their website that Megan might appear at any moment, day or night. A total of 6 Megans take part in the dance moment. Of course, a roaming, dancing Megan Horde previously appeared at Halloween Horror Nights 32 in 2023. So after their performance, the Megans will appear in a group of 3 to meet fans outside the horror makeup show. The android does have an updated outfit this time around, opting for the sequel's belted tan dress with white undersleeves and tights over the tan baby doll dress with striped undersleeves from the first film. A new in-park ad for the sequel is now on display near the Esoteric Pictures gate and next to horror makeup. You can watch our video of the Megans in action right here on our channel. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guests and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. The best part is their concierge services are 100% free. Head on over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT, and their team will design your next epic vacation, from the Universal Parks to Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resorts, Disney Cruise Line, Virgin Voyages, Royal Caribbean, and more. Crews have installed construction walls around part of Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit at Universal Studios Florida a few months before its permanent closure. The construction walls are located at the end of the New York Street around the roller coaster's treble clef element, which passes through the Firehouse facade and in front of the New York Public Library facade. Both buildings are inspired by Ghostbusters locations, and the Firehouse was originally the entrance to the Ghostbusters Spooktacular show. The walls are angled to leave a few feet of space in front of the Firehouse doors, which only part of the facade is blocked. A sign on the nearby corner of the construction walls actually references the Ghostbusters Firehouse. The sign resembles an official New York City document reading, "Historic Preservation Act Save New York Treasures Restoration of the Historic Engine 89 Firehouse." This project is being funded in part by the generous support of the Casey Foundation, as administered by the Midtown Park Service. Restoration organization Midtown Historic Society, approved by S. Kish Grant Initiation, community-funded project. Could this indicate the facade will be restored to its Ghostbusters theming, and that the ride replacing Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit will be inspired by Ghostbusters? Could that be 2 separate things? Could it just be, obviously there is a deal in place with Sony now for Ghostbusters. They're in the Mega Movie Parade. There are rumors going around that they're going to be a part of Fan Fest next year. So there's an agreement, and so Universal would definitely have the rights to restore the Firehouse facade. They'd also probably have the rights to do a new Ghostbusters attraction. Universal has made no official announcements, but we can hope. The orange diamond-shaped signs on the front of the walls read "Road construction in progress. Please use alternate routes." The front of the walls appear to be gates that can open for large construction vehicles. All other signage points guests to different areas, like the service dog relief spot around the corner. The walls don't reach all the way up to the current coaster's elevated track, but completely surround its supports. They stop a few yards before the library facade, and though Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit won't close for over 2 months, the construction walls are likely already up, so crews can move in quickly. They move in equipment now and be ready to start that demolition. Universal confirmed the coaster's closure last year following long-running rumors that its end was imminent. Construction walls have also gone up in City Walk for the impending demolition. Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit will close permanently on August 18, 2025. Again, Universal has not said what the replacement will be, but a permit filed in March listed a 2-story building among the construction work. The rumors are that it's a multi-launch coaster designed by Intamin, who Universal hired for unknown work last fall. I'm going to say my spiel again, which is I love Ghostbusters so much, and it's a movie about catching ghosts. If it's just a fast roller coaster ride in like an Ecto-1 type vehicle, I don't know that I'm excited. I don't know if people know this, I'm a very big Ghostbusters fan. And so we just want to shoot ghosts and catch them. That's what people want to do. We made this mistake with Fast and the Furious, where we built a ride that's not about being in a fast car. And we learned that mistake the hard way. And now we're fixing it. We'll talk about in a few stories how they're making what will undoubtedly be the quintessential, ubiquitous Fast and Furious ride for all generations. But we made enough mistakes on the road to that. And I feel like with Ghostbusters, it's like, is that what people want out of Ghostbusters, though? I think people want to shoot ghosts. We'll see what ends up happening. Nothing's official yet. Maybe it won't even be Ghostbusters. Who knows? The Jaws bathrooms in Universal Studios Florida remain closed, but the new roof shingles were recently installed on the building. The building is one of the last remnants of the old Amity Island area that contained the Jaws ride. It closed for renovations in February, and roof shingles were removed in April. The brand new shingles are gray rather than brown, and the shingles cover the entire roof, including the small tower in the center. The wall siding is yet to be replaced, but there are new gray grates on one wall. The Jaws ride closed way back in 2012 to make way for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley, and at that time the bathroom building was painted brown. It's possible the original look with gray shingles and white walls is being restored with this refurbishment. That being said, the vents are still brown, and that wouldn't make a ton of sense there. That being said, there is now a little Amity over in the San Francisco area, which pays homage to the old Amity Island area, and as well some of its former food locations. Nana did a review of that. You can check it out right here on the channel. Universal Orlando Resort has announced the dates for 2025 Passholder Appreciation Days and Passholder Nights. Passholder Appreciation Days, presented by Coca-Cola, will be from August 15th through September 30th. Like previous years, passholders will have access to exclusive perks, deals, and giveaways. Universal teased on Instagram all of this. There will be a free UOAP exclusive magnet, and more details on that will be announced soon. Passholder Nights, an exclusive after-hours event at Universal Studios Florida, featuring favorite characters and select rides, will be on August 15th and 16th. Reservations open on June 26th after 12 p.m. To reserve a spot, passholders will need their own pass ID number and the numbers for their party, up to 8 other passholders, and guests must be 18 or older to register. Universal Orlando has a new interactive Aquilops shoulder toy inspired by Dolores in the upcoming Jurassic World Rebirth. The interactive Jurassic World Rebirth Aquilops shoulder toy is $55. It is a park-exclusive item. Dolores is a young yellow-orange Aquilops who loves licorice. A plastic version of the candy is included with the interactive toy. She comes with a magnetic adjustable silicone shoulder pad. An on-off switch is on the side of the dinosaur. When you pet Dolores, she moves her head and eyes and makes sounds. Her arms and legs can also be articulated. And holding up the licorice toy to her nose activates sounds and movements as well. The toy is also available at Universal Studios Hollywood, which is celebrating Jurassic World during Universal Mega Movie Summer. Dolores is also featured in the new Jurassic World Rebirth Lego sets and more. She's a big deal as part of this. Jurassic World Rebirth, directed by Gareth Edwards and written by David Koepp, is in theaters July 2nd. Universal Studios Hollywood released a teaser for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, the new roller coaster opening in the park next year. The video features clips from the Fast and Furious films and concept animations of the upcoming coaster, giving our first official look at the experience. Universal revealed the coaster's Dodge Charger-inspired ride vehicle as well, and it'll be on display through the Mega Movie Summer from June 13th through August 10th. Judging by the video, the Dodge Charger will be the lead vehicle of each train, while the other 3 cars will be inspired by different vehicles from the franchise. Each individual vehicle can rotate 360 degrees to create a seamless sensation of drifting cars. Universal also released new concept art showing the ride's garage-inspired entrance building. This will be the park's first ever high-speed outdoor roller coaster and the fastest roller coaster in the Universal Destinations and Experiences portfolio at 72 miles per hour. The track is 4,100 feet in length, meticulously constructed with sound reduction technology for a breathtaking experience, and also so they don't get sued by the surrounding neighborhood. That's not in the press release, I'm just telling you that. Watching the progress of this incredible roller coaster come to life is truly spectacular, said Scott Strobel, the Executive Vice President and General Manager of Universal Studios Hollywood. 2026 is just around the corner, and we are equally as excited as our guests to introduce such an inspiring new ride to our theme park portfolio. Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift will be a powerful game changer for Universal Studios Hollywood that will not only transform the topography of our destination, but will infuse an entirely new level of adrenaline to our already dynamic theme park. We look forward to riding it ourselves and to welcoming guests to experience it in the very near future. Universal Studios Hollywood revealed the name and opening year of the attraction last spring. As of April, construction of the coaster's track appears to have been completed. This is a home run, this project. This is what it should be. People want to get in a car and go fast. And not only that, a park that is landlocked and has such unique geographical challenges, this is ingenious. A coaster that dives up and down that mountainside. Can't wait. This is, it ticks all the boxes for this franchise. It is something great for this park. It doesn't take up a tremendous amount of space of anything before it, although I do miss shows. I wish there were more shows in this park. It's a shame we keep losing stage shows. I like the special effects stage very, very much, and I miss that. But I think this is a great addition. I think that people will show up in droves to experience this. Universal Studios Hollywood teased some of the special Jurassic World and Jaws menu items available for Mega Movie Summer. In their Instagram post, Universal shared photos of the sauce-covered chicken wings and a special drink from Jurassic Cafe. The drink may be the new tropical Mosasaurus splash that's listed on the menu for $11. The non-alcoholic cocktail is pineapple and lemon juice, coconut milk, and blue curacao syrup with a pineapple wedge and a maraschino cherry. For summer, Jurassic World The Ride will also add the Mosasaurus splash with more water cannons and spitters for other guests to shoot water at riders. The full Amity Island Cafe menu is already posted on our website if you want to check it out. Jaws offerings will also include a shark photo op and a July 4th series of decor at Amity Island on the world-famous studio tour. Universal Mega Movie Summer kicked off on June 13th. It will run through August 10th and also celebrates Back to the Future and Wicked. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. Special shout out to all our WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For more information on these stories and those that didn't make it into the show, head on over to universalparksnewstoday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today on YouTube for more great content, and make sure you click the notification bell so you get all the notifications as to when a new show is available. For UPNT, this is Tom Corliss saying, the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one. Great Scott.